There's your food for thought. You do what you want to do. It is now time to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, and get some perspective from the one and only Bill O'Reilly. It is good to have you back, as always, sir.
Well, I don't know what to say, Cuomo, because you, for 11 minutes, just bedazzled everybody with selective outrage. So you want me to put it in perspective for you?
What is selective about it? Start there.
Okay, are you outraged that in San Francisco, a small homeless army has pretty much ruined the city? And I mean that literally, where store owners have to get up in the morning and hose waste off the human waste off the sidewalks, where kids walking to school look to their right and see people injecting narcotics into their bodies. Where panhandlers are everywhere, walking up to people in sometimes very aggressive ways, demanding money. It's a two-way outrage street.
What's
now,
the
this
other,
guy with the
what's
hose,
the other
obviously.
Way? What's the other way?
Well, the other way is your way.
Well, I'm not, listen, outrage to me is often a wasted emotion.
I'll slow
I'm
down.
saying people on social media right now are outraged about this, so I want to harness it. All of those things that you're discussing are symptoms of the problem. And that's why you have to adjust the problem.
And they aren't being dealt with in San Francisco and other places at all.
That's what I just said.
So it's okay. No, look, the guy who hosed down the woman was wrong. That's a cruel thing to do. And he'll pay a price. Some lawyer will come out, sue him on behalf of the woman.
It's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Okay? That's not the fix.
No, it's not. The guy's going to get his life ruined. It's not irrelevant.
Well, it's irrelevant in terms of making the problem better. And I'm not in favor of canceling him and ruining his life. I want to help the problem. That was my point. Continue.
If you want to help the problem, you should be mad at the politicians you named for letting it foster for 5 years and not doing anything about it.
It's been a lot longer than 5 years.
And worse and worse.
And I put their names and their numbers up there for a reason.
The small army that occupies central San Francisco has been there for about 5 years in these kinds of numbers. Police don't do anything. Nobody does anything. I just described the situation for residents of San Francisco and business people. It's horrible. It's awful. It should never happen. There are ordinances that are enforced. You wouldn't have it. But the overall solution of this homeless problem is therapeutic communities, that the states, the individual states, because it's their problem, not the federal government, the individual states would invest in therapeutic communities, all right, which would be a lot better off than living in a hovel.
The governor says the Republicans in the state legislature won't even allow it on the table. They won't even debate it.
You know, you want to demonize a political party.
No.
I'm giving you the solution.
Bill, not the guy to play the game with. I'm telling you, you're not. Listen, I love you. You didn't just come up with some bright idea, okay? Therapeutic communities for homeless has been an idea since I was 6, okay? It's about whether or not you want to put the money into it. The reason my brother started Housing Enterprise for the Less Privileged, and the reason it's grown so much, is because of the desperation for a solution where you don't just warehouse homeless, you put them and with their services and you help with what they need, and the outcomes are extraordinary, but you got to want to do it. And very few people see the upside politically in helping this community because they're easier to demonize like you've been doing.
I agree. I don't demonize anybody. I'm just telling you the truth.
No, but you're talking about this small army of homeless like they were a bunch of stray dogs.
Cuomo, they're doing a lot of damage. They're not dogs. They're human beings that are ruining a city. Do you not get that? They're ruining the city.
The question is, the key part is human beings, so help them. They're not doing it on purpose. They don't like defecating on the street, Bill, just to piss you off. They're sick. They need help.
California is the most liberal state in the union, Cuomo. The most liberal state by far. And it doesn't help them other than giving them cash, which is why they come to San Francisco, because they get $1,000 in cash every month, and they go out and buy narcotics with it, most of them. In order to get them off,
they come mostly there for
you're going to have to force most of them.
I agree. We agree. So much for your selective outrage.
To force them out.
I'm with you.
So listen, if you are outraged as much about the woman who got hosed down, all right, as the kids who have to walk through this every day, then we'd have an even field.
You know who cares about the homeless?